Westbrook controlling. He keeps throwing it away.
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
And this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hey guys, what's good? Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. My name is Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. Let's talk some NBA basketball. In today's episode, I want to do something different. Why? Because it seems like we've reached 200,000 subscribers, so I want to use this opportunity to say thanks to all of you guys who did me the favor and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it, and I'm very happy that so many of you guys want to support the show, so thanks a lot from the bottom of my heart. In this video, and I gotta be honest, this is something which I have to do because I lost a bet. It's gonna be my first reaction video, and I have to react to, the fails of Russell Westbrook's season. So this is gonna be, I think, a once in a year thing. I won't do this very often, but I lost a bet, and you gotta honor your debts. So in today's video, I will react to Russell Westbrook's fails. But before we dive into that, let me ask you guys for a small favor. If you want to help me to grow this channel even more, please subscribe to the channel. And I would say let's dig right into it. So before I start this reaction video, I just want to make sure that I say that I don't have anything against Russell Westbrook. As I said in another video, I actually liked him a lot many years ago, but yeah, this season obviously was not his greatest. So let's start the video now.
Tonight, game 3 of the 5 games. The Clippers, I guess all of the ball friends and family wanted.
You know, with such sequences, you can really see that the chemistry on court was not there. I mean, those are some bad turnovers. The timing is off. He's making passes exactly in the wrong moments. Yeah, something like that. Obviously, turnovers happen in basketball, but there you can really see that there's no chemistry with him and his teammates.
Made his NBA debut on the same day.
Oh, bad.
In Chicago there. Let me ask you.
Bad.
Why are you so angry about that?
In some cases, you can see that it's not only his fault, but some of those passes are just terrible.
Reeves gives it up. Westbrook in the corner. Airmail.
Yeah, and here we have. Okay, now here comes the brick.
With 2, with
collection.
1. That's an impossible shot that hit.
We're gonna post up against Vincent.
I mean, before I started the video, I just wanted to make sure that I compare the stats from this season and his last seasons. And I mean, obviously, Russell Westbrook was never the greatest shooter. And if you take a look at his shooting percentage, it's not that much worse than in all the other seasons. But as you can see in this video, he had many air balls, and I really asked myself why. I mean, I never saw. Oh, this is terrible, man.
Back in Southern California. Why not? That one is.
Okay, let me pause the video now. This to me is something that I really have a hard time to understand. I mean, I never saw an NBA player, period. Doesn't even have to be a superstar or a bench player who shot that many air balls. And maybe it's something psychological. Maybe the pressure was too much, and maybe when he got blamed so often in the media, it does something with your confidence. But a player of that caliber, you can't shoot that many air balls. Really bad. Okay, let's continue. Okay, that was not a bad shot. That was a bad shot.
Davis on the drive down. Westbrook wide open.
And you can really see how his opponents are disrespecting him. They are giving him so much space in some cases. They dare him to shoot the ball, and yeah, he doesn't make them. I mean, you got if somebody lets you shoot that openly, you got to punish them.
Lakers shooting and turning the ball over again, but shooting 60%.
Bad pass after bad pass.
from Marquette. Now here's Westbrook. Nice knock away the long reach.
All NBA player. The ball carries. There's about a minute remaining.
Man.
Westbrook looking for a screen. Has PJ Tucker on it. Drives, goes inside. Kicks it back out. Throws
Forcing a shot. You know the thing is, I never understand why a crowd boos their own players, but Russell really had a terrible season, and I can imagine that if you are a Lakers fan that this is frustrating. I mean, just seeing that compilation, I have a hard time watching that.
This contest. Westbrook again trying to hook.
Clock is 3 ahead of the game clock. Russell Westbrook loses it.
that three if I'm Bielitsa there. Warriors are 1 of 8 from distance.
Expanding his game a little there. 3 in 2 years, Derek Favors. Russ behind the head.
Oh man, Russell.
And we haven't even begun the regular season. Holmes.
You know, those kind of turnovers, like, they can't happen. And you get punished right away.
Had a couple of points the other night. Although he plays about 20 minutes a game. Bad
Run. Westbrook sprinting full steam.
It seems like many of his passes, this is like the 10th pass now, where he's jumping in the air and you can really see that he doesn't know what he's aiming for, and then he's making a bad pass. Like, you got to know what you want to do. You can't jump up in midair and decide on the last second. Some players can do, but obviously Russell Westbrook has a hard time doing that.
Russ all the way. Russ!
Oh, this is terrible. He's getting... Obviously, he lost a lot of his speed and athleticism because those things never would have happened like 5 years ago. Oh. Missing an open dunk, also not that good.
6 points, a couple of boards. Up top, Westbrook got it.
Okay, shout out to the guy who made this compilation. This must have been a lot of work.
It would have been a shot clock violation. Look out, Russ!
But it's a hard time to watch. I gotta say, this is pretty tough.
Very early. Underneath, Russ can't finish. They're just going up against a team. Oh, Russ all the way!
And he's missing so many open layups. Like, what's wrong? I mean, I gotta be honest, I didn't watch every single Lakers game.
Give up a basket right now, it don't matter.
Not even 10 this season. Because, yeah, why would I? But this is terrible. The question is, can Russell Westbrook recover from this season? Because his last couple of seasons weren't that good, and it really seems like he's past his prime. Timing off again.
And Carmelo finds the open net. Russ missed. Back to the basket, guarded by Shaqtin, just works him all the way into the paint.
Dort trying to defend Westbrook, looking for some space, across the baseline, too short, got his own miss.
Oh boy. This is terrible. Terrible.
You could put an asterisk on it. I don't count that championship.
Okay, 20 more seconds, then I have to pause this. This is too much. Like, this is really too much.
For Steven Adams. Here's Westbrook, who played with that youngster, will be a star.
Okay, stop. I don't know. You know, when my friend told me that when I lost the bet that I have to react to this video, I think he knew that this is going to be a very hard time for me watching this. If you follow my show on a regular basis, then you know that I don't have too many critical videos on my channel, simply because I'm a positive person and I rather talk good about somebody when it's deserved than criticizing guys. But this video is really tough to watch. And I can imagine how tough it must be if you are a Lakers fan. I mean, the season in general was terrible, and I partly blamed it on LeBron James, but obviously his teammates also didn't step up. And you know, Russell Westbrook, I checked, is 33 years old now, and to me, I always have the feeling that, well, this is at least what I saw over my 30 years plus watching NBA. That when you're an NBA player and you are in your early 30s or mid 30s, you must have gained so much experience that even though you're getting slower and you can't jump as high and stuff, that your basketball IQ has to grow and you have to find different ways how you can be productive. And Russell is trying to play the same way as he always played, but obviously he's not as quick, he can't jump as high, He lost a lot of his explosiveness. You have to adapt your game, and that to me is actually something that is really disappointing. Like when you see that the things that always worked don't work anymore, you have to adapt. Why is Russell Westbrook still trying to play the same way? Doesn't make any sense to me. I'm very, very curious if the Lakers are keeping him or if something will happen after the season. If I was the Lakers, I would try to rebuild and have Russell Westbrook move on, because that doesn't look like a good fit. As I said before, the timing with his teammates is off. The chemistry doesn't seem right. This is not a great fit for the Lakers and not a great fit for Russell Westbrook. So I would like you guys to tell me, do you think that Russell Westbrook's career is definitely over, or do you think that he will recover, work on his game in the offseason and improve in different aspects of his game? Or do you think he will keep on playing the same way and his career will go down the drain? Let me know in the comments below. And as I said, this is probably going to be my only reaction video. It's not really my kind of thing. But yeah, as I said, if you lose a bet, you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, thanks a lot, you guys, for taking a look at the video. Thanks a lot for subscribing, and all the best to you and your family. Stay blessed. See you next time on the Basketball Time Machine.